Two New Orleans brass bands are heading into the Orinda Hills this weekend, and that's just one reason to stay close to home. This is Lamorinda Life. I'm Rajiv, and here's what's worth knowing around Lafayette, Moraga, and Orinda this week. We've got live music in the park, a fascinating look at American history, outdoor theater, local art, and a little red carpet energy at the Orinda Theater. Let's start Thursday evening at Moraga Commons, where the summer concert series continues at 6:30. This week's concert opens with Lamorinda Idols, followed by Big Blue Soul Review. Expect a mix of soul, funk, and familiar songs that should work well for a summer evening in the park. This is probably the easiest family pick of the week. Bring a blanket, pack dinner, and let the kids move around while the music plays. Thursday should warm up nicely after a cloudy start, but you may still want a light layer once the sun goes down. Also, on Thursday, Lafayette Library is hosting historian Emily Sneff at 6 for a conversation about her book, When the Declaration of Independence Was News. The interesting part here is that she looks beyond the document itself and explores how its message actually traveled in 1776. How did people hear about it? What did they see in newspapers? And how did the meaning change as the news moved from place to place? It feels especially timely during the country's 250th anniversary year. This is a good pick for history readers, curious teenagers, or anyone who enjoys discovering the human story behind a familiar event. Friday night brings Jake Shimabukuro to Siesta Valley Bowl in Orinda at 8. Even if you don't normally think of the ukulele as a concert instrument, Shimabukuro may change your mind. He's known for taking it far beyond traditional Hawaiian music and moving through rock, jazz, classical music, and plenty in between. Siesta Valley Bowl is an outdoor venue tucked into the Orinda Hills, so the setting is part of the experience. This one is best for people looking for a real night out, but with a relaxed outdoor feel. Friday is expected to be warm, so settling in after sunset should be especially nice. There's another outdoor option Friday. Present Laughter, Noel Coward's comedy about a successful actor whose personal life is becoming increasingly complicated, begins at 8:30 at the Orinda Community Park Amphitheater. It runs through August 15th, so you have another chance if this weekend fills up. If you like sharp dialogue, tangled relationships, and theater under the stars, keep this one on your list. Saturday afternoon, the Lamorinda Arts Council is holding its August Artist Reception at the Orinda Library at 2:30. The exhibition includes abstract paintings, ceramics, collage, and other work from local artists. Receptions like this are a low-pressure way to experience the local art scene. You can stop in, look around, meet some of the artists, and stay as long as you like. It's a good option if you want something cultural without committing your entire afternoon, and it also gives you a break from what is expected to be the hottest part of the week. Then Saturday night brings the week's biggest music event. Rebirth Brass Band and the Soul Rebels take the stage at Siesta Valley Bowl at 8. Both groups come out of the New Orleans brass tradition, but this isn't background jazz. The sound is energetic, rhythmic, and built for a live crowd, with funk, soul, hip-hop, and plenty of personality mixed in. Getting both bands on the same bill in Orinda is unusual, and it's the event I'd circle if you want something that feels genuinely different from a typical local concert. Sunday morning slows things down a little. The Contra Costa Vintage Market opens at 10 in Lafayette, with local sellers offering vintage clothing, home pieces, collectibles, and the kinds of finds you probably weren't planning to buy until you saw them. It's a good stop for anyone who enjoys browsing more than traditional shopping. You can also start earlier at the Moraga Farmers Market, which opens at 9, and make a morning of both. One thing worth calling out this week is Milkbread.Nation, a cottage bakery started by Moraga resident Natalia. The idea began with the soft, buttery breads she remembered from traveling through Japan, Korea, China, and Indonesia. Years later, she began experimenting at home with her daughter Eve, eventually turning those baking sessions into a local business. I especially like the story because it's about more than opening a bakery. It's about how food can bring back a place or a memory you thought you had forgotten. My family tried an order a few weeks ago, and it was gone by that afternoon. A few quick hits before we wrap up. Morucci's, the longtime Walnut Creek Deli, has signed a lease near the Orinda Theater, although the details and opening timeline are still to come. On Monday evening, the Orinda Theater hosts a red carpet screening of The Strawberry, followed by a conversation with cast, crew, and a special guest. And Orinda's fall recreation registration opens Monday, August 10th, with classes and programs running through December. That's it for this week. Whether you end up on the lawn at Moraga Commons, browsing local art, or following the brass sounds into the Orinda Hills, I hope you find something worth showing up for. You can find links, times, and the rest of this week's calendar in the Lamorinda Life newsletter and at lamorindalife.com. I'm Rajiv. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the week.